Hey everybody, welcome back to Henry Disc Golf. Today we are out at Silver Lochs or Antioch Park playing the Trash Panda Disc Exchange, Holiday Disc Exchange. Shout out to Zack P. He sent me a Champion Destroyer, a Neutron Wrath, I believe this is a Jawbreaker Z Flex Malta, and also a Swirl Z Nuke in the thing, and then I'm going to, of course, putt with my putter, my Warden. Here is hole number one. Hole number one is a 295-foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. I think I'm going to start off today with the Nuke, and then we'll rotate through all of them. That is a pretty good looking shot. Getting over there. And that looks like a putt. All right, guys, so a little bit about the Holiday Gift Exchange that Trash Panda, or Jesse from Trash Panda, has put on. It's been about 5 years in the making. This was my first year participating in it. But it's been going on for about 5 years now. Basically, you just have to send out one premium disc to somebody, and then hopefully, of course, get one premium disc back. I know I sent out mine, and it had a Champion Rock 3 in it. It had a Big Z, or not Big Z, an ESP Zeus, and I also threw in a Luna to, if I remember, it was Curtis in Ohio. Shout out to Curtis if you're checking this out. Hope you enjoy the discs. Let me know what you think. So here's where the Nuke wound up. A little short, but not bad at all. There it is, 2. All right, guys, so here we are on hole number 2. Hole number 2 is about 250 feet. It's just a little hyzer. It's tucked into the woods over on the left side. We're going to go with the Malta. This will probably be the disc we use on most of the shorter holes out here because we didn't get a putter, but that's perfectly fine. Oh, a little straight. Good skip. Nope, hit the tree. I'll be looking at a putt. So this is where we wound up. Probably about 40, 45 feet out. Kind of got to look at a putt here. Nope, too high. All right. Should hopefully take a par. All right, looking here at about a 12-footer. There it is. Moving on to hole 3. Welcome to hole 3. Hole 3 is a 200-foot par 3. It is right in front of us. Gonna go with the Malta again. Nice short hole. All right, so we got about a 20-footer here. Pretty normal. Tap out with the Malta. All right, guys, here we are on hole number 4. Hole number 4 is a 235-foot par 3, straight ahead. I'm gonna go with the Destroyer, but we're going sidearm. Try to see if we can get it right up by the basket. Wow. All right, I apparently suck at throwing sidearms today. All right, and just because I still want to throw it, we got the Malta on a hyzer. That was the play. Absolutely parked. So the Destroyer came up short by about 45, 50 feet. Probably right at about 40, 45 actually. Try to see if we can put this in the basket. Oh, easy par. We'll move on. All right, guys, so we have a Wrath. This is the only disc out of the discs that I received that I have not actually thrown before. The rim profile, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me come behind the thing here. Ooh. So the rim profile is pretty decent. It's got a little bit of a concaveness there, especially with the overmold technology. And then it is bored flat across here. I'm excited to see what it'll do backhand, because on sidearm, it's like straight and then has a really consistent dump. The numbers on it are 9, 4.5, 0.52 fade. So like I said, I'm excited to see what it does backhand here. Here we are on hole number 5. Hole number 5 is a 435-foot par 3. I'm going to try to throw it straight down the middle, see if I can get it to turn over a little bit before it then comes back. And it's just a stable guy. Tree hit there, put me in the middle of the fairway. Here's where the wrath wants up. I want to hitting the tree over here. Kicking here, basically center fairway. Just got down the hill, probably left with about 200 feet into the basket. Gonna go ahead and go with a wide Malta shot here. Just try to see if we can put it right by the basket. Oh, that was not wide. That came out of my hand really early. I apologize. Alright, sidearm wrath. Gonna go wide. Pretty similar spot to the Malta. Alright, so I left the Malta pretty short here. Probably looking at about 35-footer downhill. Nope. Oh my goodness, it went in. Just chopped in. I suck at putting. I know. Alright guys, welcome to hole number 6. Hole number 6 is 240 feet. It is a par 3. It is slightly downhill. Basically, it's a hyzer. We're going to try to throw the Malta flat. See if we can get it there. Knowing me, I'm going to put too much hyzer on it. Right there. Absolutely parked. Here we are. Selfie style putt. Nice easy tap in. Welcome to hole number 7. Hole number 7, I believe, is just over 500 foot, par 4. The normal pin placement's at 405, and then of course it's way over inside the trees down there. I'm going to go with the Champion Destroyer. It's the first one I haven't thrown, or the only one I haven't thrown yet of this bunch. I'm going to try to put it on some Annie, just let it drift over. My guess is it's going to fight back out of it, but we will definitely see. Oh, definitely fought out of it. That is going to be by the tee pad of hole 8. Not bad. Alright guys, just because of the distance that's still on the shot, I think I'm going to go with the wrath here. Actually, I'm going to go with the wrath here. So put it out on hyzer, try to keep it wide. Let's have it crash down by the basket. Oh, did I put that too wide? Almost. That's about pin high, if not a little further than pin high. Here we are in a good spot. Just right at pin high. Put it in. Another birdie. I believe that is down 4 now. Hole 1, hole 4, hole 6, and hole 7. Yeah, down 4. Welcome to hole 8. Hole 8 is, I believe, just over 300 foot hole. It is pushed back into the long position right now. I'm going to go with the wrath on some hyzer out here. I try to position you guys to where you can see the camera, probably see where the disc comes down. But we're going to try to just put this on some hyzer, keep it wide, have it just crash down by the basket. Oh, that was wide. That is coming in pretty nicely. I think it's one of the best drives I've had on this hole in quite some time. So we made it basically just past pin high. A great drive. Looking at a 2. Got it. So I've been throwing this one a lot, and I've been thinking about it quite a bit. To be completely honest, what it is most like in my current bag is the composite plastic Era that I have. And I would compare the composite plastic Era to like a Discmania FD, something that's going to go straight for a while and then have some really nice consistent dump to it. That's basically what I'm finding out of this. It's a pretty low glide disc as well. It doesn't seem like it wants to really stay in the air too much, but I like it. It's definitely good hand fill, slightly smaller rim because it's a 9-speed. Like I said, it's super flat. So you kind of dig in a little bit with your thumb. Overall, pretty good. It's also a lightweight one. This is a 168 gram one. All the discs that I got were lightweight ones, except for maybe the Malta. I think the Malta was like a 172 or something like that. But so far, really liking this. Kind of reminds me of what my Champion Eagle does for me in my bag. Pretty similar distance, pretty similar stability. But I always considered my Champion Eagle kind of closer to a Firebird than any other real type of disc. So pretty similar here. Good disc. Here we are on hole number 9. Hole number 9 is a 190-foot par 3. It is basically right in front of us here. Going with the Malta. I think I got about 2 more holes that I can throw the Malta on, so this will be one of the last few times you guys see it on the video, not unless I'm throwing an upshot with it. All the rest of the holes are pretty much bomber holes, so we'll be using those distance drivers in those spots. So Malta here, just going to try to put it wide on some hyzer, see if we can try to crash this one into the basket. Hit the pole. All right, super close throw. Easy little tap in, hit the pole on the drive. Okay guys, so through 9 holes, I am currently 6 under par out here, which is actually pretty decent. I would say definitely about, I would say pretty average front half for me. But definitely got a couple holes that I don't normally get. Hole 8 was one of them. I don't normally get that hole. Hole 7 being a par 4, I think it's an easy par 4. I've been tending to miss hole 9 for some stupid reason when I'm throwing a zone, but it doesn't really matter that much. This is hole number 10. Hole number 10 is probably about a 410-foot hole, but it's also quite a bit uphill. Maybe it's still closer to that 440, like what says on the sign, but that's for the spot that's outside of the woods, and this one's a little bit inside the woods. I know it's just a touch shorter. But we're going to kind of do a battle off over the next couple holes with the Nuke and the Destroyer. I'm going to throw the Destroyer first, and then the Nuke second, and I'll be playing from the Destroyer because it's the one that I threw first. Oh, wide on hyzer. That's actually pretty stable, boy. But that's in a good spot. I thought that one would be a little bit more flippy with the rim profile, but the dome on it may just be holding it a little bit more stable. Gonna go with the Nuke. This one's also pretty domey as well. It's a little bit straighter. Gonna have a good amount of dump to it. That one is up there. That went a bit further than the Destroyer. So here's where the Destroyer wants up. I think I'm just gonna go with a little sidearm with the Malta. Just try to put it right up by the basket. That will work out just fine. And then I'm gonna come over here. Not a ton further, but hoping that you can still see me. Right here is where the Nuke wants up. Pretty decent rip. After that superb up, gonna put that in for a par. I think on UDisc this one plays as a par 4, but it should only be a par 3, so we're gonna call it a par. So here we are on hole 11. Hole 11 is a 415-foot par 3, basically just straight in front of us. We're gonna go with the Nuke first, switch it up, give them both equal opportunities to score, and then Destroyer second. I actually got a little bit of pop-up on that. Should be roughly about pin high. Destroyer, let's try to see if we can throw a similar line to that. Just kept it on hyzer the whole way. Skip, probably a little short of pin, well, definitely short of pin high, but pretty decent throw. So here, as we're walking up, we got the destroyer here. Still pretty short of the basket right there. Oh, but if we walk over here, I think we can see the nuke on the ground right there. Just short of pin high. Good little rip. This one I know on the T sign does say it's a par 4, but I don't think that it needs to be anything more than a par 3. Probably left with about a 35 footer here. Slightly uphill. See if we can put her in the basket. Nope, too high. Felt my hand just pop up right before I released it. Get it a little too high. Alright, should be a pretty routine par here. There it is. So here we are on hole number 12. Hole number 12 is the shortest hole on the course at 150 feet. We're going to go with the Malta on a sidearm. See if we can just put it by the basket. Sit. By the basket. How about running the basket? Alright, long putt here. Probably right at about 35 feet again. Off the top. Well, putting the putt high enough. Probably going to be out of frame here with as close as this is to the camera, but we're going to go ahead and putt it. Oh, 2 outside. Wow, bad putting performance all of a sudden. This is also like 35 feet off the ground, but you know, it's beside the point. All right, 1, 2, 3. That is a 4, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4 was in. Yep, that is a 4. It's going to take us to down 5. Yeah, because we went par, par, par. So far, par, par, par. Yeah, down 5. All right, guys, welcome to hole 13. Hole 13 is 220 feet. We are going with the Malta. Just trying to smooth it there. Keep it a little bit on the wider side. Have a hyzer back towards the basket. Oh, hyzer. Hit the tree, but shot towards the basket. So left it short after that tree kick, but we have a pretty good look at a putt. Short. Whew, almost missed the tapping for par. Welcome to hole 14. Hole 14 is a 455-foot par 3. It is basically kind of straight out. You want to wind up doing a bit of a hyzer shot. I'm going with both the nuke and the destroyer again. I'm going to put the nuke, I'm going to throw the nuke first, throw the destroyer second. See if we can just put them out on the hillside. Try to get a look at a birdie. That's down towards the bottom of the hill. That was a good rip. Going with the destroyer. A little bit of a lower line. Pretty driven. Probably got to look down the hill as well. So this is where the drives want up. Both in pretty good position here. But of course they threw the nuke first, so that's one we're going to play from. That is a park job, so that'll be an easy tap in for another 3. Technically, the sign says 4, but in UDisc, they did change this to a par 3. So that's going to be another par. we'll see you on the next tee. Here we are on hole 15. Hole 15 is a 355-foot par 3. It is down and over the hill. We're going to go ahead and throw the Wrath, put it out wide, and let it just crash down by the basket down the hill. Oh, actually, that's pretty good. Probably just going to be a little bit short. So we came up just a touch short. Left here with about 28-footer or so. See if we can put it in. It's a little bit outside, a little past it. Low ceiling with the tree. Pretty decent. Should be another nice, easy tap in for par. There it is. Welcome to hole 16. Hole 16 is a 295-foot par 3. Gonna go with the Wrath again. Put this out wide. Just let it crash towards the basket. Good throw. Wrath probably just came in just short of the basket. Nice little look here. Boom. Another birdie. Back to down 6. Yeah, should be down 6. Here we are on hole 17. Hole 17 is a 430-foot par 4. Again, back and forth between the two of these. It is the Destroyer's turn to get the rip first. That was a pretty good rip. Kind of popped. I wouldn't say popped up to flat, but just rode flat and straight for a good amount of time. We have the nuke here. Also riding straight for even longer of a time. Nice little finish at the end. Those are both very close. I definitely have to throw the Destroyer a little bit different than I throw the nuke. The nuke's kind of more of a normal rip for me, where the Destroyer I do have to try to flex it a little bit. This is where the Destroyer finished. Got a long jump putt. Look at an eagle here, and just a touch shorter than it, and off to the right here is the nuke. Let's try to see if we can hit a jump putt here. See if we can take an eagle. Nope. A little short. Absolutely parked for birdie. Moving on. Absolutely parked. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. We're on hole 18. It is a 345-foot par 3. I'm going to go with the Wrath first, but I'm going to throw all of them. Thank you so much, Zack. I believe it's Pasta. Zack Pasta for sending these to me via the Trash Panda Holiday Disc Exchange. Once again, going with the Wrath first. Just trying to throw a wide hyzer here. Just have it crash by the basket like we've been doing all day with it. That was nice and wide. Get there. Come on. Just a touch short. That's a putt. Let's go with the nuke next. Kind of the same type of throw. Got to take a little bit of power off of it. Otherwise, I'll throw it too far. Skip up there. Wow, came up shorter. Maybe I didn't need to take as much power off of it. Alright, Destroyer. Kind of the same thing. Skip up there. I'm just a weak guy. I can't throw that far. Alright, and Malta. We're going to throw this one hard. Oh. We do have a tail crosswind coming through here too. That wouldn't be too bad if it was in the short pin placement. Alright guys, so I did shoot a down 7. Once again, Thank you, Zack P or Pasta for the disc. The nuke overall, I think I would say flew like a nuke. It's pretty straight, flew very straight, and then had a really nice consistent dump on it. The destroyer actually was more on the overstable spectrum of destroyers than the understable spectrum that I thought it would wind up being on, but being a domey champion one, for some weird reason, champion ones always come out more overstable in my opinion. And then we have the Wrath. Again, kind of compare this a little bit more to like a PD style of disc. Definitely one where you throw it out, you know, hard with some hyzer. It just goes for a bit and then has really consistent dump. Doesn't really turn at all. Very good disc in terms of that. I definitely like throwing it again a lot more for me, like my composite era, something that is going to be, you know, semi-straight but super consistent fade throughout the whole flight. Last but not least, we have the Malta, only mid-range, of course. It is a more overstable mid-range, so I definitely have to try to either pump it or make sure that I try to get a little bit of turn out of it if I wanted to go straight, but most of the time I was just throwing it on hyzers anyways. But good disc. Pretty comparable to what I would say my overstable matrix flies like. Maybe just a touch more overstable, maybe even just a touch more stable than some of my zones that I have in the bag. But zones, of course, don't go as far as the mid. But definitely liked it. Thrown it before. It was great. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We'll see you guys next time.